Hi there, my name is Daniel. I'm here to ask you some questions regarding the sports centers. So please, can you introduce yourself and your connection to the sports center on the campus?
Sure, my name is Juliana. I am an active student at the university. Basically, my relation with with the sports center and the campus in general has been like this physical activity facility that the university provides to us. So I've signed up for sports classes, or I've gone there just to have fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. So can you describe your experience with the sports center on campus and the sports you're interested in playing?
Sure. So basically, I've signed up for classes. They have been really nice. The process of signing up is very, like, smooth. Also, I've played there a pool. I've also had basketball classes. That's the sport I'm most interested in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've had a good experience in general.
Great. So, what specific challenges have you encountered when trying to find people to play sports you like, such as basketball, as you said?
Basically, if you want to play that, you need to have a squad or maybe go to the classes and try to find people who play because it's not that like we don't have like a community for people who just want to chill playing something without being signed up for a class, or if they're not part of like sports team, then it's not that usual to find people. So I think it's a matter of having friends or finding them through the classes.
Okay, so do you think, like, is this a recurring issue to find some players for your preferred sport?
I think so because at the time of practicing, then you don't find anyone to play with, or you're limited to the availability of people you've known through classes. So I think it would be very useful to have like a community where you could just say like, hey, can you guys play at this time, and you could start having like some people who are not, maybe sign up for classes, but people who just want to play, so that you can practice all of that. So I think it's a recurring issue as I haven't experienced doing it with people who are not in a specific class. So I'm not able to practice outside of class basically.
Okay, so could you elaborate on the reasons your friends are unable to join you for these sports? Is it due to the scheduling conflicts or a lack of interest?
I think it would be both. First of all, the schedules are not the same for all of us, and also they like to play, but it's just that. So if you're someone who finds that really like, if you're into it, then it's difficult to find people who really want to do it because it's like, a side thing, something you would do if you had nothing else to do. But if you give some priority to that, then yeah, it's difficult to find people who are interested and also who had matching schedules.
Have you tried any existing methods to find players, like reaching out through social media or bulletin boards? How successful have these methods been?
The first time I played with people who I didn't know was through a WhatsApp group of my career, uh, like my career colleagues. So someone said like, "Hey, who wants to play basketball?" I was like, "I would like to play." So I typed in the group like, "Yeah, I would like to do so." So that's the first time I hung out with people who I didn't know but just wanted to play. That was really cool. And then but I didn't keep trying, to do that. I just experienced that, and that was the first time I went to the sports center to play basketball. But otherwise, I haven't, posted that if someone else wants to play basketball because I think the overall interest is not that high, and also there's many people who I know that are not starting anymore. So finding a new squad, I think it would be a matter of going to the sports center and finding them. I haven't tried any other methods other than social media.
Okay, and how does the difficulty in finding fellow players affect your motivation to engage in sports activities at the sports center?
Something very important when you're playing sports is that you need to practice and to improve technique, and that keeps you engaged. So when you don't have anyone to practice with, it's like, it's you still you start feeling that lack of interest, and you start giving priority to other stuff. So I think it has affected my engagement, also my attendance to the sports center as well. If we speak about not being signed up for a basketball class, but in any other semester or term where I can just go and play, that would be very affected if I have someone to play with.
All right. So have there been instances where you wanted to play but couldn't due to the lack of available players? How did that make you feel?
Well, there are instances where I have gone to the sports center with one friend or two. We have had fun, but it's not the same as having two whole teams, or at least I don't know, 5 people playing. So it has affected my motivation. So but usually I don't, like, I didn't consider having extra people joining to play sports. But like, I think it affects too much the attendance. And also, as I told you, I didn't consider adding outside people. So can have a great time with people I know, but if there are not enough players, then it gets really tough to engage and to go by myself.
All right. Okay, so based on that information you provided me, we're considering implementing a feature where users can indicate their interest and availability for specific sports activities. What are your thoughts on this looking for group feature, and how do you think it may help you?
I think it will be cool because I could find people who just want to play, or who are currently interested in the same things as I am. So in this case, basketball is a great interest for me. So being able to find a group to play with would be really nice. I think it would be something I would like to use. And also, despite I'm not signing up for basketball anymore, I think that would spark my interest again.
Okay, so how do you envision using such a feature? Would you be more likely to participate in sports activities if you knew there were others interested in playing too?
I think so, because there are some sports you can do by yourself or with someone else, but group sports are more challenging to find people to play with. So I think that would definitely make me more interested in attending the sports center to do that. So, for example, you might have a free slot, but you don't think of using it because you don't have any match or any plans with anyone. And also, people are not used, my close friends are not that interested in basketball, for example. So I don't have that close group to make a match with at a certain time slot. So being able to find people who would be able to do that would be really awesome.
Okay, great. So now, in your opinion, what specific features or information should be included in the looking for group solution to make them more effective?
Okay, so I think first of all, there are some sports that are good to play with, like, women and men, but I think it would be awesome to see, like, if we could have that feature of this will be, I mean, like, having the intensity of the game, like this is gonna be chill or this is gonna be serious to train for something. So that's basically I think that would be something I would like to include. I would also include like let me think. I would include if the sport is difficult, chill, or I don't know if I would include any other information other than the sport itself and the toughness people are gonna play. I think that would be it.
Okay, all right. So I think that's all. Thank you so much for your time. So I really appreciate this information. So the last thing, is there anything else you'd like to add or any suggestions you have to improve the overall sports experience at the campus sports center?
I think something that would improve the experience a lot would be not only finding people to play with, which is your main idea, but I think it would be awesome to have like a unified way of looking what's free for the next hour, because we have different calendars, for example, for the pool, for the basketball field. Everything has its own schedule, and you have to go to every individual website to do that. So if we had a unified way of viewing that, that would be really good. But that's something that I think starts going out of the scope, but still it would be very useful.
All right, thank you so much.